understanding where you are in the world is a basic survival skill. So they're talking about knowing where you stand, right? Which is why we, like most species, come hardwired with specialized brain areas to create cognitive maps of our surrounding. So he says your brain can map where you are, where your location is. Your brain has the capability of marking out a location relative to where you are. Where humans are unique, though, with the possible exception of honeybees, is that we try to communicate this understanding of the world with others. We have a long history of doing this by drawing maps. The earliest version yet discovered were scrawled on cave walls 14,000 years ago. So they're saying many humans have this, maybe honeybees have this, but the unique part of humans is that we try and communicate this to others, right? The earliest version discovered were scrawled on cave walls 14,000 years ago. Even before we had languages, probably we had scribbled on cave walls. Human cultures have been drawing them on stone tablets, papyrus, paper, and now computer screens ever since. So this gives you a sequence. Initially it was stone tablet, then it was papyrus, then paper, and now computer screens. Given such a long history of human map making, it perhaps surprising that is only within last few hundred years that North has been consistently considered to be at the top. Okay, so initially they spoke about your cognition being able to locate something. Now they have shifted to an idea of map making has been there ever since, but only within the last few hundred years, North has been consistently considered to be at the top. In fact, for much of human history, North almost never appeared at the top, according to Jerry Broughton, a map historian. So the map historian says, for the major part, let's say 14,000 years, few hundred years is almost nothing compared to, let's say, 14,000 years, right? So the most largest, biggest part of our map history, we did not put North on the top. This was not the case. Very recent event. North was rarely put at the top for the simple fact that North is where darkness comes from, he says. West is also very unlikely to be put at the top because West is where the sun disappears. So he says North is when darkness comes from, so I am not going to take North. West is where the sun disappears. The sun disappears, right? So I am not going to take West also and put it on the top, right? Confusingly, early Chinese maps seem to buck this trend, break this trend, or change this trend, or is an exception to this trend. But Broughton says, even though they did have compasses at the time, that isn't the reason that they placed North at the top. This is curious. They say, okay, though they had magnetic compasses, most likely magnetic compasses mean that. Like compass or knowing what is north or south is not the reason why they placed North at the top of the map. Early Chinese compasses were actually oriented to point south, which was considered to be more desirable than deepest, darkest north. So they're saying south was desirable than the deepest, darkest north. Right? But in Chinese maps, the emperor who lived in the north of the country was always put at the top of the map. So they're saying compass was there, we knew north and south, but because of this I did not put north on the top, but emperor was there on the north, so north was on the top, with everyone else, his loyal subjects, looking up towards him. In Chinese culture, the emperor looks south because it is where the winds come from. It is a good direction. North is not very good, but you are in a position of subjection to the emperor, so you look up to him. So the people look up to the emperor, and the emperor is in the north of the country, so the map has the north direction on the top. Given that each culture has a very different idea of who or what they should look up to, it is perhaps not surprising that there is very little consistency in which early maps pointed. So they are saying who you look up to. This matters, and in some sense this determines where your map's top was. Right? In ancient Egyptian times, top of the world was east, the position of sunrise. Okay, so we have one example. Early Islamic maps favored south at the top because most of early Muslim cultures were north of Mecca. So they imagined looking south or looking up towards Mecca. Christian maps from the same era, called Mappa Mundi, put east at the top towards the Garden of Eden and with Jerusalem in the center. So for Christians, Jerusalem is the center and east is the top of the map. This is for Christians. For people in Islam, they were in north, the Mecca was in south of them. So for them, south is the top. So this is for people who followed Islam. And for Egyptians, sun rised in the east, so east was the north for Egyptians. So when did everyone get together and decide that north was top? It is tempting to put it down to European explorers like Christopher Columbus and Ferdinand Magellan. Very curious, you have to remember, it says it is tempting to put it down to these two people, which means most likely it is not true. It is very tempting to do that, but it need not be true. Who were navigating by the North Star. But Broughton argues that these early explorers didn't think of the world like that at all. When Columbus describes the world, it is in accordance with east being at the top. So he says, the Broughton, who's the historian or map historian, he says the early explorers did not think of it that way. When Columbus described the world, according to him, east was the top. So for Columbus also, east was the top. Right? He says, Columbus says he is going towards paradise. So his mentality is from medieval Mappa Mundi. So he says paradise or Eden Garden is there in the east. So I am going towards east. We've got to remember at Broughton that at the time no one knows what they are doing and where they are going. Right? Mildly funny, mildly sarcastic, but it gives us a lot of information. Right? You don't have to remember every piece of information, but you have to retain the idea of it is about maps, it is about direction of map, which could be at the top. Is north top of the map? Why not different cultures adopted that or they did not adopt? Right? We'll solve question number 1. Which one of the following best describes what the passage is trying to do? Right? It questions on explanation about how maps are designed. Slightly, this is not false, this is true. Explanation about how maps are designed to an extent, slightly. I'm not saying this is definitely true, but to an extent. It corrects a misconception about the way maps are designed. I think this is your answer. Let's go on to the other options and then come back. It critiques a methodology used to create maps. This does not do that. This does not critique any methodology. Right? It explores some myths about map. This in some sense is true, but again not what the passage is entirely trying to do. See, remember in CAT, your passage can have multiple correct options. You have to choose the best. The question says that. Which of the following best describes what the passage is trying to do? It need not be 3 wrong options and 1 correct options. It could be 4 right options or 3 right options and 1 wrong option. All you have to do is pick that 1 correct option. Right? B is your answer because it corrects a misconception about the way maps are designed. People thought this is the reason why. In many scenarios we thought why north was the top, right? But that is what this is correcting, and I think B is your answer. Early maps did not put north at the top for all of the following reasons except. So let's say there are three reasons why north was on the top. One reason why north was not on the top. Find this one is what your question tells you. North was the source of darkness. Yes, this is a reason why north was put on the top. This is one among your three reasons. South was favored by some emperors. That is true. But does this lead to putting north on the top? No. I can. This is your answer. East and South were more important for religious reasons for some civilizations. Yes, this is a reason why North was not on top. So this is your answer. I mean, this is one of the three options. East was considered by some civilizations to be a more positive direction. This is also not a reason why North was. So this is also yes. The one reason why not true is this, because South was favored by some emperors. South was favored by Chinese emperor. Right? Chinese emperor favored the South, but that even though they favored the South, that was not the reason for not putting North, because Chinese maps had North on top. Right? North was source of darkness. Because of this, North was not on top. East and South are more important. So your Islamic maps had South on top, which means North is not on top. And your Christianity had East on top, looking at Eden Garden. So this is also reasons why North was not on the top. East is Egypt. They are talking about Egypt. This is also a reason why North was not on the top, because in this East was on the top of the map. But in this condition is true, but in Chinese maps, North was on top. So this is your answer. B is your answer. According to the passage, early Chinese maps placed north at the top because. So here you have. This question tells you very clearly that Chinese maps had north on the top. Because Chinese invented the compass and were aware of magnetic north. This is true, but not the reason that we are looking for. They wanted to show respect to the emperor. Sounds like it, because they said emperor was looking down south at the winds and people were looking up to the emperor in the north. This is your answer. We'll check the other options. The Chinese emperor appreciated the winds from the south. This is also true, but not the reason why maps placed north on the top. North was considered the most desirable direction. This is not even true, because they said north was deepest, darkest, and all of that. Not desirable. Right? So B is your answer. It can be inferred from the passage that European explorers like Columbus and Magellan set the precedent for north of maps. Not true, because they said Columbus and Magellan, or at least Columbus, definitely looked at east being at the top. He traveled with east being his guiding thing. Navigated by the compass could be true, but this is not inferred. Right? Used an eastward orientation for religious reasons. Yes, I think C is the answer. Navigated with the help of early maps. This is true, but this is not inferred. What do you mean by inferred is that if something is inferred, it is not directly stated. This is indirectly stated. Right? This is one thing that is indirectly stated, because you have one statement that says Mappa Mundi, which talks about east, and then they say because of religious reasons, and then they say Columbus or someone used Mappa Mundi, old thoughts, right? Which means Mappa Mundi, Columbus used Mappa Mundi, which is because of religious reasons. This is not directly stated. This is your answer. Which one of the following about the northern orientation of modern maps is asserted in the passage? Which one of the following is clearly mentioned in the passage? Biggest contributory factor was the understanding of magnetic north. No, nowhere they spoke about understanding of magnetic north. Biggest contributory factor was the role of European explorers. No, they said it might look like it, but it is not true. Biggest contributory factor was the influence of Christian map. Christian maps were looking at east, so this is also not true. Biggest contributory factor is not stated in the passage is your correct answer. Role of natural phenomena in influencing map making conventions in most clearly. Islamic is religion. Chinese map is because of king, emperor. Christian maps is also religion. Egyptian maps is because of sun, which is a natural phenomenon, sun rising in the east. A is your answer. Very easy, right? So we have our answers here. Now we'll also look at questions if there are any questions. Okay, for question 1, why is it B? What do you think are the myths in D? Okay, that is also a question. European travelers set north on top. No. European travelers, I don't think they set north on top. It is tempting. It sounds like they set north on top, but the other is giving an example where Columbus was going towards paradise, towards east, right? So that is not. Yeah, exactly. It is tempting to put it down that way, but that is not true. North was not that exact reason. It explores some myths about map is because, see, people thought forever North has been in the top. Why? In some sense, the myth about the European travelers putting North on the top because they looked at Pole Star or the North Star. All these myths this is trying to break. So this is also mildly true. Not false. It is true. But that is not your answer because that is not the best option out of the options given.